Could you tell me your name?
Lance.
Last name?
Lance.
Lance Lance.
Yes.
Okay, social security.
5555555.
Okay, and the date is 4/21. Alright, so you're being held here today because you are being charged with the murder of Isabella Perkins.
Yes.
Okay. So, how do you think you can be defended against these charges?
I didn't do it.
Alright. So then how would you explain your way out of these charges?
I just wasn't feeling good that day, so I think it's okay.
You just weren't feeling good that day.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so what do you think your lawyer should concentrate on in order to best defend you?
Arguing that I just wasn't feeling good that day and that I shouldn't be charged with anything because I wasn't feeling good.
Okay. Right. So, do you realize that you would have to control yourself in the courtroom and not interrupt proceedings?
I guess I could do that. I don't really want to, but I could.
Okay, you could.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe?
Maybe.
Could you or could you not?
I
It's more of
could.
a... You could?
Yeah. I don't really want to, but I can.
Okay. When is the only time you can speak out in the courtroom?
When I'm asked to.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Can I object?
It's not really your job. What do you think would happen if you spoke out or moved around in the courtroom without permission?
I'd end up like Isabella Perkins.
And how did she end up?
Dead.
Okay. So you won't deny that she is dead?
Well, yeah. She is.
Okay. Well, do you have confidence in your lawyer here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you think he's trying to do a good job for you?
I think so.
Okay. That's good.
He knows I wasn't feeling good.
Do you agree with the way he's handled or plans to handle your case? Do you agree how his approach to everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he gets me.
Yep. Why do you say that?
Because he listens, and he doesn't make me feel like I'm crazy like everybody else.
Okay. What do you mean crazy like everybody else?
Because everybody thinks it's so insane that I shot Isabella Perkins because I just wasn't feeling good. He doesn't think that was crazy.
Okay. Alright, so if your lawyer can get the prosecutor to accept a guilty plea to maybe some kind of lesser crime instead of trying you for the complete murder charges, would you agree to it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I guess.
You guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you guess?
Well, whatever happens, happens, I guess.
Okay. If your lawyer decides not to have you testify, would you go along with him?
No.
Why is that?
Because I want to speak my truth.
Okay. What's your truth?
That I wasn't feeling good.
Alright. Is there anything that you disagree with in the way your lawyer is going to handle your case, and if so, what do you plan to do about it?
Say that again?
So, if there's anything that your lawyer is doing that you disagree with when it comes to handling your case, what do you plan to do about it if you plan to do anything?
He might end up like Isabella Perkins, huh? Huh?
Please don't touch me.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna ask you if you know the jobs of these people that are gonna be involved in your trial. Okay. Do you know what the defense counsel's for?
Yes.
Can you tell me what it's for?
They defend.
Okay, yeah, that's a general idea. Now, what about the prosecuting attorney?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. To keep it short, they're the ones that are going against you, presenting evidence, trying to ensure that you are found guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Can you repeat that to me?
See if I'm found guilty.
Okay. Alright. Now the judge. Do you know what the judge is doing?
Yes.
What? Can you define that for me?
Determines whether guilty or not guilty. It kind of keeps the whole thing going, I guess.
They're more so going to be dishing out what kind of official punishment you have.
Okay.
Can you repeat that to me?
They're going to dish out what kind of official punishment I have.
Alright, now can you tell me the job of the jury?
They watch the trial and then they come up with a verdict.
Yes. So essentially they're the ones that determine if you're guilty or not.
Okay.
Can you repeat that to me?
They determine if I'm guilty or not.
Okay. Now the defendant.
That's me.
Yeah? Okay. And what is your job within this whole trial?
To state that I'm not guilty.
Okay. Now witnesses. Do you know what their jobs are?
They're going to testify what they saw.
Okay. Now, who is the only one at your trial who can call on you to testify?
The judge.
Judges and lawyers, yeah. Can you repeat that?
Judges and lawyers.
Yeah. So, after your lawyer finished asking you questions on the stand, who then can ask you questions?
Nobody else can, can they?
The opposing lawyers.
The opposing-
can. The prosecutors.
Oh, okay.
They'll ask you questions to try to further their evidence. Can you repeat that to me?
They're going to ask me questions to further their evidence.
Who's going to ask you questions?
The opposing lawyers and attorneys.
Okay. Now, if the prosecutor asks you questions, what is he trying to accomplish?
I don't know.
They are trying to convince the jury that you are guilty of the crime that you're in trial for.
Okay.
Can you repeat that for me?
They're going to convince the jury that I'm guilty of the crime.
Okay. Now, do you understand what you're being charged with?
Yeah.
What are you being charged
Murder.
with? You answered that quite quickly, so you are well aware that it is
That's
murder.
what they think it is.
What do you mean that's what they think it
That's
is?
what they think it is. I didn't do it.
Okay. Now, is that a major or a minor charge?
I think it's minor, but they might think it's major.
Why would you think it's minor, whereas they would think it's major?
I wasn't feeling good that day. That wasn't my fault. But they think it's such a big deal because Isabella Perkins is dead.
Okay. You seem a little resentful towards that. Did you know Isabella Perkins?
No.
Do you think people in general would regard you with some fear on the basis of such a charge?
Since they're making such a big deal about it, yeah.
Okay. Alright. If you're found guilty as charged, what are the possible sentences the judge could give you?
Prison.
Yeah.
Death.
You seem quite fascinated with death.
Yeah.
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 Why is that?
I don't know. Just always happened.
Okay. So then, why would you have to serve such a sentence?
A prison
Mm-hmm.
in the ground.
Okay. Now, what if you're put on probation? What does that mean?
How like something suspended? Not quite as bad, but like right.
Correct. That means you're not gonna go to a place like prison.
Yeah.
But you'll have to meet with someone at certain days and times. You will have limits on kind of where you can go, people that you can meet with. Obviously, your job might have to change because of it. You might have to pee in a cup to ensure that you're not doing any drugs
That's
or anything
weird.
like that.
That's weird.
Now, can you repeat what probation would entail for you if you were to be put on probation?
I'd have to meet with somebody like once a week.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to pee in a cup.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna ask me questions.
Yeah. Now, what do you think your chances are to be found not guilty?
I don't know.
If you could put it in like a percentage based off of just kind of
I'd say 50-50.
50-50?
50.
Okay. Does the court you're going to be tried in have authority over you?
Technically, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And why do you say that?
It's a government, I guess.
Mm.
They got power over me because I live here. You know how it be.
Yeah. Okay. Now, how strong a case do you think they have against you?
Pretty strong from the way it sounds.
Yep.
The way that they make it sounds like it does, but I don't know.
Okay. Now, can you tell me what happened, what you saw and did and heard and thought before, during, and after you have supposedly committed this offense?
Well, I wasn't really feeling well that day.
Okay.
Then I saw Isabella Perkins walk by. I didn't know her at the time. I didn't know who she was. This was the first time I saw her. And then whatever they think happened. And then I just kept walking. I didn't really think about it much. I just kept going.
Okay. How did you kill her, though?
Gun.
Gun? How did you obtain this firearm?
I found it
Where'd you find it?
on the street.
So you don't have a gun license?
Not technically. No.
When you say you weren't feeling well, what do you mean? Like sick?
I just wasn't thinking about anything that day. Like, my brain just wasn't processing anything. It felt like I didn't have a brain, like I was just walking.
Okay. So, when and where did all this take place?
Downtown area.
Downtown? Okay, downtown of Bowling Green?
Yeah.
Okay. What led the police to arrest you, and what did you say to them?
I told them I wasn't feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that somebody called them on me or something, whoever saw it.
Okay, so you didn't do any calling or anything like that?
No.
Okay. And you just told them that you just weren't feeling good?
Yeah. Because, like, I didn't feel good. And then they were like, well, then I went away.
Okay. Suppose a witness against you told a lie in the courtroom. What would you do?
I would stand up and say, well, that's not true. I didn't do that.
Okay. Is there anybody who is likely to tell lies about you in this case, and why?
Oh, yeah.
Who?
My dad.
Why?
He would have done the same thing.
Lie?
No.
What do you mean?
He would have killed somebody because he wasn't feeling good.
Okay.
That's the kind of guy that he is. I feel like he would. He's always been a liar.
So he would tell lies about you.
Yeah.
Okay. can you explain more about why he would tell lies about you if he would also supposedly do the same thing that you've done?
He just doesn't like me. We kind of butt heads. It's like we're just so much alike that we kind of.
Okay. Alright. We know how badly you feel about what happened. Suppose your lawyer is successful in getting you off. Would you accept that? Would you feel any kind of remorse, guilt, anything for what you've done?
No.
No?
That'd be good.
Okay. Suppose the prosecutor made some legal errors, and your lawyer wants to appeal a guilty finding in your case. Would you accept it?
Yeah.
Okay. We know that you want to plead guilty to your charge, but what if your lawyer could get the prosecutor to agree to plead a guilty to a lesser charge? Would you accept that?
Yeah.
Alright. And that is going to